Today, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the Oklahoma City Bisons.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oklahoma City Bison and the Sacramento Condors. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Richardson shotgun on third down.
And a loose football.
Inside the 20.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
So it's the big tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help in the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Richardson looking to throw this. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Will go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Knox. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Man open, it's Moss, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on 1st down. Knox. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knox. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knox.
Again, it's Carson with another catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 55 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Richardson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
3rd and long for Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knox looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Knox. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Knox. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. They picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they cop on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knox. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Knox. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Condors take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now Richardson.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Richardson to throw off play action. He finds his man complete. It's Banks. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2nd down. Here's Richardson. He finds his man complete. It's Banks. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync. Communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knox got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. To throw on 2nd down. Knox. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Operating from the gun. Knox firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knox flushed out right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Over the middle, complete. That's Banks. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait until the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Richardson on the bootleg here.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. The 49ers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. 34-17, the final as they double them up. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bears still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3 from the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw again. Knox. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bailey. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is going to depend, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that is no good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Throw left side, complete to Foster.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To about the 26 here. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They run up the middle with Foster. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st and goal, Foster. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bisons get a bit closer.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Knox. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Knox steps away to his... And the pressure gets to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Knox got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going up the middle, Foster. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Richardson working from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knox buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Knox firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Knox. Rolling to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a 1/2 foot. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Richardson. Now the ball comes loose. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On 1st down, Richardson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on the military setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, Richardson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bisons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that one a 13-play drive in total. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Knox. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Knox escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away and trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 28-20, 2:14 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Binks. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Richardson. Throw left side, complete. That's Harvey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Now Richardson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Richardson to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Richardson. Now he'll escape to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Richardson looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Richardson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Going for it on 4th, here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they will take a knee here. So it's a win for the home side, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Sacramento, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.